Hi guys, let's look at the homework questions of exercise 10B. But before we start the questions, let's quickly revise what we've done in terms of concepts of this chapter. So in an AP, the first term is known as A. The common difference, which is basically the difference between two successive or consecutive terms, is basically written by the letter D. And the nth term of an AP is given by the formula A plus n minus 1 times D. This is basically the concept that we've done in the first two exercises. So let's go ahead and solve the homework questions of exercise 10B. The first homework question was question number 5. It says if the third and the ninth term of an AP are 4 and negative 8, which term is 0? So what is given is T3 is equal to 4, which is basically equal to A plus n minus 1, in this case 3 minus 1. So that's A plus 2D. That's my first equation. So A plus 2D is equal to 4. Next, ninth term, which means T9 is equal to negative 8, which is basically A plus 8D. That's my second equation. Two equations, two variables. Let's go ahead and subtract them. So A plus 8D is equal to negative 8. A plus 2D is equal to 4. When I subtract, what I get is 8 minus 2, 6D is equal to negative 12. Therefore, D is equal to negative 2. Now, put D is equal to negative 2 in, let's say, equation number 1, and I get A minus 4 is equal to 4. Therefore, A is equal to 8. Let's read the question. They want us to find out which term is 0. So Tn, nth term is 0, which is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. They want us to figure out the value of n. 0 is equal to A, which is 8. N we need to calculate, and D is equal to negative 2. So this gives us 0 minus 8 divided by negative 2 is equal to n minus 1. And that's negative 8 divided by negative 2. That's 4 is equal to n minus 1. Therefore, n is equal to 5. Therefore, fifth term is 0. That's the correct answer. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we have is question number 9. It says if numbers n minus 2, 4n minus 1 and 5n plus 2 are in AP. So if they are in AP, that means the difference of two successive terms will be equal to common difference, which is D. Find the value of n and the next two terms. Okay, so since terms are in AP, therefore T2 minus T1 should be equal to T3 minus T2, which is basically the common difference. So let's find out the second term, which is 4n minus 1 minus the first term, which is n minus 2. That will be equal to 5n plus 2 minus the second term, which is 4n minus 1. Basically, I'm saying T2 minus T1 will be equal to T3 minus T2. That's the common difference. The common difference will be the same if they are in AP. Let's go ahead and solve this equation. So 4n minus 1 minus n plus 2 is equal to 5n plus 2 minus 4n plus 1. 4n minus n, that gives me 3n, and negative 1 plus 2 gives me plus 1. 5n minus 4n gives me n, and 2 plus 1 gives me 3. Let's bring n on one side, numbers on one side. This is 3n minus n is equal to 3 minus 1. 2n is equal to 2. Therefore, n is equal to 1. So that's the first part of the question. Find the value of n, which we figured out. Next part of the question, we need to calculate the next two terms. So a is equal to n minus 2, which is equal to 1 minus 2. That's negative 1. Next, term 2 will be equal to 4n minus 1. That's 4 into 1 minus 1. That's 3. And term 3 is equal to 5n plus 2, which is 5 into 1 plus 2. That's 7. So now we need to figure out the common difference. So D will be equal to 3 minus negative 1, which is equal to 3 plus 1, which is 4. So if I need to figure out the fourth term, I will add d to the third term, which is 7 plus 4, that's 11. Next, if I need to find the fifth term, I will add d to the fourth term, which is 11 plus 4, which is 15. Therefore, next two terms are 11 and 15. Correct. We figured out the third term, added d, figured out the fourth term, added d. Perfect. Let's look at the next homework question. The next homework question is question number 10. Question number 10 says, determine the value of k for which these three terms are in AP. Again, a similar question as the previous one. So, since terms are in AP, therefore, common difference, which is T2 minus T1, will be equal to T3 minus T2, which is equal to D. Perfect. So let's put the values. 2k square plus 3k plus 6 minus k square plus 4k plus 8. That will be equal to T3, in this case 3k square plus 4k plus 4 minus 2k square plus 3k plus 6. That's correct. Let's open the brackets. So this is 2k square plus 3k plus 6 minus k square minus 4k minus 8, and this is 3k square plus 4k plus 4 minus 2k square minus 3k minus 6. So 2k square minus k square, that gives me k square. 3k minus 4k, that gives me negative k, and plus 6 minus 8 gives me minus 2. And on the right hand side, I have 3k square minus 2k square, that's k square. 4k minus 3k, that's minus k. And 4 minus 6, that's negative 2. Is that correct? No, 4k minus 3k is plus k, not minus k. Let's reconfirm. 3k square minus 2k square, that's k square. 4k minus 3k, that's plus k. And 4 minus 6, that's negative 2. Let's bring everything on one side. So k square minus k minus 2 minus k square minus k plus 2 is equal to 0. K square and k square gets cancelled. Minus 2 and plus 2 gets cancelled. This gives us negative 2k is equal to 0. Therefore, k is equal to 0. So, for k is equal to 0, these three terms will be in AP. Good. That brings me to the last homework question that we had, which is question number 12. It says an AP consists of 57 terms. So, n in this case is 57. Seventh term is 13. So, T7, which is basically equal to A plus 60, is given equal to 13. Last term, so in this case, last term is L, for if there are 57 terms, which is T57, which will basically be equal to A plus 56D, and this is given equal to 108. We need to calculate the 45th term. That's my first equation. That's my second equation. We will find the value of A. We will calculate the value of D and then figure out the 45th term. Let's subtract these two equations. A plus 56D is equal to 108. A plus 6D is equal to 13. When I subtract, what I get is 56 minus 6. 50D is equal to 108 minus 13. That's 95. Yes, that's correct. So I will get D is equal to 95 divided by 50. 5 into 10, 5 into 19. So D is equal to 1.9. Now we need to calculate the value of A. Okay, so put D is equal to 1.9 in equation number 1, and I get A plus 6 into 1.9 is equal to 13. A is equal to 13 minus 19 into 6, 60, 114. So that's 11.4. Therefore, A is equal to 1.6. That's correct. A is equal to 1.6. Now, the question they want us to calculate the 45th term. So, 45th term will be A plus 44D. In this case, 1.6 plus 44 multiplied with 1.9. Now that's some calculation. 1.9 multiplied with 44, 4 into 9, 36, 4 into 1, 4 plus 3, 7. So this is 6, 7 plus 6, 13. That's 836. So this is 1.6 and 1 decimal. So that's 83.6. And 83.6 plus 1.6, that's 6 plus 2, 12. This is 5 and 8. So this is 85.2. So the 45th term is 85.2. Correct. That brings me to an end of this video and the end of this exercise. If you have any questions or queries, feel free to write into me. Take care, be safe. I'll see you with the next video. Bye bye.